Hey there everyone, welcome back to Playground Sessions YouTube channel. I'm Phil and today I'm going to be showing you another song by Yiruma. This one's called Kiss the Rain. And I'm going to be showing you section 1 from the Playground Sessions intermediate level arrangement. The section sounds like this. Alright, so that's the section of the song that we're going to be learning today. First, before we dive in, I'm going to break down the hands separately for you and then we're going to put them together. Before we jump into that, I want to tell you guys about the free trial that we're offering for the Playground Sessions app. The app has interactive notation, which means it grades you as you're playing. And it has full songs with all the parts and in different difficulty levels as well. The app has a ton of awesome stuff. I know you're going to love it, so if you click the link in this video's description or if you tap that card above, you can start playing in the app for free starting today. It's a free trial that lasts for 30 days. You can cancel anytime, so there's really no strings attached. Check it out. For now, let's go ahead and dive into this part in this video together. We'll start by breaking down the right-hand melody. First, the key signature tells us that there are 4 flats: B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. Time signature tells us we're in 4/4, 4 beats per measure, also known as common time. Now we're going to be pretty high up here in our range on the keyboard. Our thumb is going to play an E flat, an octave above middle C. So here's middle C, here's E flat, we're starting here. Here's our first phrase: 1 on E flat, 2 on A flat, 3 on B flat, 4 on C. Pinky all the way up to high E flat. So far, we're covering an octave range. There's our second phrase. Now we're going to put our 4th finger on A flat. That's going to allow us to shift down. Thumb back to E flat. Now we're on the second line down. Now here, as we're holding this note out, we're actually going to get our 3rd finger ready to jump to E flat. Now, again, we're going to jump up quickly, this time thumb to A flat. And that's the ending phrase. So really, we're always within this E flat octave range, but sometimes we're up here, sometimes we're here. And we do get a little bit outside of it for a second, but for the most part, we're here. So there's some shifts and some pivots of the hand position, but we're not doing any huge jumps. What I'd like to do now is try this together at a medium tempo. This is going to allow us to think about the rhythms a little bit more, but also still give us time to react. So this is called a learning tempo. Let's try that now. We're going to start with rest right now. And on beat 4, we're going to go 4, E, and Hold it. Now fast again. Thumb to E flat. Now thumb to G. Triplet. Get ready, 4 on A flat. Look ahead. 3rd on E flat. Now thumb's going to jump to A flat. Get ready, thumb to E flat. And there at the end, we're getting ready to start that beginning phrase over again. But we're going to leave it there for now in this video. Please try that at that learning tempo with me a handful of times before moving on. But when you're ready, let's try it at full tempo now. Again, we'll start with rest, 2, 3. There we have it for the melody for section 1. So now let's shift gears and start talking about the left hand. The left hand part is not too tricky, although we don't ever have block chords in this section. We're always playing broken chords, which means we're playing an arpeggio pattern, a single note pattern one at a time through a chord shape, instead of playing them all at once. So what I want to do is go over each measure's chord shape first, and then we'll start talking about the pattern within, playing each individual note of the chord shape. First, we'll just look at the chord shapes. First one, as you can see in the chord symbol, is A flat major. A flat major chord. There's our first chord. Next, we have a C minor chord, and the chord shape looks like this. Then we have F minor in the chord symbol, but actually we're just going to play an octave and a fifth, right here. Next we have C minor over E flat. We're going to keep this C in the middle the same, but the F octaves are going to come down to E flat. So this is our next shape. Alright, moving on. Next measure, second line down, we're playing a D flat root position. We're jumping high up again into our higher octave. Next we have A flat over C. We're going to keep this thumb on A flat, but we're going to move our bottom two notes. Next we have B flat minor over 7. We're going to continue to move the bottom two notes down while we keep our A flat and our thumb the same. And our final chord shape is E flat major. Again, just like we did for F minor, we're going to do octave and a fifth. So one more time, I'm going to go through all the shapes quickly, then we'll talk about the rhythmic pattern. The first one is A flat major, C minor, F minor octave and a fifth, and C minor over E flat as well. Next we have D flat major root position, A flat over C, B flat minor 7, and then an E flat octave and a fifth. So if we're going to apply the rhythm to this, here's what you need to know. Each chord shape has 3 notes, and every single measure has the same rhythm: quarter, quarter, half note. 1 count note, 1 count note, 2 count note. We always start with the lowest note of our chord shape, and then we walk through going higher and higher, and we end on the highest note. So if we take our first chord, for example, A flat major, we're going to play 1, 2, 3, 4. C minor, same idea. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the tempo is actually slower than this, but what I'm doing is just counting out each quarter note, half note. And I'm showing you the pattern starting from the bottom, walking up through the chord shape. It's the same for all the shapes: F minor, C minor over E flat, D flat, A flat over C, B flat minor 7, and then the E flat major octave and fifth. They're all the same rhythmic pattern. So why don't we go ahead and try this now at full tempo, just because the full tempo is actually still pretty slow. And without the right hand melody, this left hand part is very manageable. So let's try this now at full tempo. Now we've got a whole measure of rest to start. So we'll get ready. And 3, 4. Now shift. Look ahead. There we have it. Just a quick tip: if you're using a sustain pedal, you can hold it down through the entire measure as you're playing each chord shape one note at a time. But make sure that you pick it up, the pedal that is, when you hit the next measure, because each new measure comes with a new harmony, a new chord. So picking up the pedal gets rid of all the sound from before, and it allows you to start fresh with a new sound. Then of course you want to push it right back down again when you've started the new measure, so you can collect all the sounds from that measure. Let me show you what I mean. A flat major with the pedal down. Then moving to C minor, you want to get rid of that sound. Then start collecting the C minor sound. And then pick up the pedal again to release it. Alright, so that's how to do the left hand. Now guys, it's time to put the hands together. Before you do it with me here at a slow tempo, I just want to remind you that the best way to practice putting your hands together for a new song or an excerpt is to very patiently go through each beat of each measure and figure out where the hands play together and where they play separately. Of course, you also, before even doing that, you need to have patient practice with each hand on its own, because when you put the hands together, you can't be thinking about all the stuff that's happening in the right hand and all the stuff that's happening in the left hand at the same time. You want your hands' muscle memory to already have some of that stuff ingrained in it. The only way to do that is to practice many times with each hand separately. So do that first, then walk through each measure with hands together, figure out where the hands play together. I'll do the first few measures with you, and then I'll ask you to pause and try it for the rest on your own. But here's what I mean. Get in position for our first notes, and you can tell that the first 3 notes are done by only the right hand while the left hand is resting. So let's try those. Now let's pause. There's no pressure to get to the next note in time. We're not doing this in tempo just yet. The beginning of measure 2, we see the hands play together. Left hand's playing an A flat, right hand's playing a B flat. So we play those together, and then immediately the right hand moves up to C while the left hand is holding. Now beat 2, the hands play together. Now the right hand is playing a half note, so it's going to hold out while the left hand plays its final note of this A flat chord, which is E flat. Then, to round out this measure, the right hand plays 3 more notes by itself, while the left hand is holding. The beginning of the next measure, they play at the same time again. So you see what I'm doing. I'm going through each measure. I'm not worried about getting to the next beat quickly. All I'm worried about is figuring out when the hands play at the same time and when they don't. So please go ahead and do that now. Go through this section. It may take you a handful of times to do it, maybe 10 times, maybe more, and that's okay. But when you are ready, and you've gone through and done that, then let's try now together. Play along with me now at this medium tempo. Let's give that a shot now. Here we go. Getting ready. 3 and 4. Alright, there it is at the slow tempo. So please, just like any other video lesson, you can pause, rewind, play back. So I encourage you to take advantage of those tools. Play with me at that slow tempo as many times as needed. When you're ready, we're going to try this at full tempo, and that's the final step. So when we're done with that and you want to learn the rest of this song, remember, you got to head to playgroundsessions.com and get the app. And right now we're offering a 30-day free trial of the app, and you get 3 free songs just for signing up for this trial. So you definitely want to take advantage of the trial right now if you want to finish this song, or maybe you want to try it in a different difficulty level. We've also got this one in a much easier arrangement. And we've got more songs by Yiruma and more songs across all genres. Check out the Playground app. I know you're going to love it. So tap that card above to start your free trial today. But let's go ahead and wrap up this video while we're here. This is going to be section 1 to Kiss the Rain by Yiruma, the full tempo, both hands. Let's go. Alright guys, way to go. I'm Phil, and I can't wait to see you for some more video lessons here on YouTube. Give yourselves a round of applause for the work you did today on this Yiruma tune. Great work. The features you saw on screen today can be at your fingertips with the Playground Sessions app. Co-created by music legend Quincy Jones, Playground teaches the piano with interactive feedback and gaming features, all while using your favorite songs. Alright guys, I'm Phil. Hit subscribe so I can see you for the next video.